lowering our farming real quick. It's a little meta to use when you get shitty contracts so that you can lower your farming below 85 so that you won't get when you don't get a contract on a hard that you can do that you don't want to do. Like I just got a fucking 2 trees in a row. So if you take it down to a medium and you get a tree, which she wanted me to make a palm, what you do is you knock your farming down under 85 and then you get a contract because then it'll only be hops or herbs, or bushes. So now we can get a contract. See, it's like I said, she wants a palm and she wanted a dragon fruit. Well, now because we're under 85, she will give us an irit. Okay, cool. So we put that in the soil. So hey, we're coming to you guys from the last episode of video, whatever you want to call it. We at the time were talking about getting a barrow set, and did I fucking I don't know if I made a follow up on that or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think the last video I made, I was just about to be getting into barrows. I think. Um, let's get out of here. Yeah, we did have the 10 out of 10 patches, but we started working on gathering some seeds and some other things, and we were going to be doing some winter tot to get more tree seeds because we were still dry. We're 50 dry now of a bucket, so we've been doing farming contracts to keep seeds coming in and continue to get our Herblore level up. Um, Currently 86 Herblore. We're really looking forward, but we have something coming up. We have 99 farming coming up, which I'm really looking forward to that. It's 5% more yield from my patches, and really excited about that. Sorry, I gotta kind of talk quiet. I have some family over for around the holiday time right now. So anyway, we are running laps and doing herb runs and contracts. That's our life right now, basically. We just hit top 50 in agility for UIMs, so really looking forward to the climb to top page agility. I'd say about 17 mil away, because by the time it's at like 52 mil right now, 54 mil, so by the time I get to that point, by the time I get to the point where I can get top page, it'll probably be like 55, 57 Chevy. So we're really looking forward to that. We wanted to talk about because it's getting bigger and bigger, and I really enjoy running it. But I'm gonna leave a link in the description. It's called the UIM Wipes. It's a Twitter where I post wipes that I get throughout different discords and people messaging me and all kinds of different shit. And actually become very it's very trafficked, if you want to call it that. Um, so I'll show you for those of you that don't have Twitter and won't be using Twitter. I'll just show you what it is and what I've been up to with it. Pull that up. My Wi-Fi is kind of shite, so I'm kind of like lagging. Sorry, trying to show you. Anyway, let's pull this up. So display capture. So here we have the UIM wipes. I just recently posted. This happened to somebody recently, I think yesterday. This was them right-clicked on something that were about to pick up. They tallied out and lost it. Executioner's axe head. I'm not really sure exactly what it does, but we the Twitter's getting a lot of traffic. Like every post, it's getting about 500,000. It's getting 500,000 impressions a month at the moment. People love loss, I guess you could say. Now, comparative to There's some. I think I looked up who did I, that's my homie. This guy was some asshole. This guy's cool. He liked one of my tweets, and I was like, oh, isn't that a famous guy? That's my buddy. And then this is the other one of the other like community type Twitters, if you want to call it that. I'm glad I didn't have any of my OnlyFans girls searched up on here. No, I'm just saying. This is the homie, the pig Goon Sack. It's the boy. Hope he watches this. But this is the cursed Twitter. This is the other like quote community UIM type thing. But their traction is long gone, and they haven't been active. Which would be cool if they would. I'd end up on there a lot with my luck. But yeah, comparative to like you have the hard crime and deaths. Not trying to like put down anything or anybody, but like the interaction, the views, and the interaction levels don't even compare. And this account has just begun. That's about what I had to show for that. Was it even showing? Yeah, it was. Okay, I don't know what was going on here. Okay, so well, I'll say one more thing about it, and then I won't talk about it anymore. But to the people that told me that it would be a waste of time to make that, and that nobody would care, and da 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 da, I appreciate that because it's now the most active community based. Like people go on there to see death. They go on there to see people losing their shit. So it's kind of fun. But anyway, I've been up to that, and I wanted to make it public just for the sake that if anybody out there is interested in seeing daily wipes, sometimes I post a couple times a day. If you're interested in that, feel free to check it out. Um, Also, a lot of my wipes that I find that they come from the UIM cord. So, if you're not a member of the UIM community Discord, feel free to join into that. Some pretty cool people in there. Um, Waiting on an herb run. So yeah, we have our 10 patches now, thankfully, and we've just been chilling out. And yeah, basically just on the grind now. We're running laps and doing farm runs. I actually have a farm run coming up in a few minutes here. I I've really been enjoying my streams lately, and we're on what we consider the last stretch for max, basically. Um, we're aware that we're not done with sailing yet. I'm aware. I have a plan though. I have a finite amount of money, a finite amount of GP, and I'm going to be when I do run out of GP, I'm gonna go and finish 99 sailing. Well, I have this plan, like I think I talked about in the other video. I'm gonna get 99 Herblore and sailing on my boat so I can max with sailing. Um, that's kind of my plan for that. So I don't want to show how many herbs I have. I don't want to. I don't want to look. I just plant. I just plant stuff, pick stuff, and throw it in there, and then I don't want to look. Um, oh, herb run's ready. Yeah, so I'm kind of just stacking herbs in there, and I don't want to look. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fun recently. Other than like the one issue with things right now is the bucket. I'm 50 dry, so there's nothing you can do about it. I know somebody that was like he said he was 124 dry. I was like, Jesus Christ, man! Like if that's the case, I'll be 99 over before I even get the bucket. But like it is what it is. You get it when you get it. RNG is RNG. It sucks. Deal with it. we already did our we already did our farming patch because it was a contract, so we hit it early. The farming guild is just basically like the contract zone. Um, I just like my herb cycle is a little bit thrown off because that patch has like the specific herb that it's needed for the contract that I'm doing. I am picking Harlander right now for our Mox paste, I believe it is, or it's yes, the Mox paste. I think it is the low level paste. So we have been farming the shit out of Harlander, and I don't want to know how much of it. I don't want to know how much I have. I don't. It's in the thousands. It's in the thousands. I know that because I had 1,200 Harlander seeds, so it's in the thousands. But I don't want to. I don't want to look. I want to let it build up, and um, I just kind of like that type of stuff. I don't have a bank yet. I like to have stuff building up and watching it build up in the bag and kind of surprising myself going, a week without looking what I have in there, and then it's like, holy fuck. Um, like for example, like this Harlander stack will be gone in a week, less than a week. I do so many herb runs a day that it's like can't even keep track of how many seeds I'll be using. It's pretty cool. I just want to give a big shout out to Haygardy. I don't know if he'll watch this video or not, but he was one of my like motivators behind. I know he was just probably trolling me, memeing me, whatever, which is fine. But he was like always in my ear about like get your patches, get your patches. Like it's best to have your 10 patches, and it's so true. It's just like if you are missing a patch, you're missing 100 herbs a day, and then you go by the month, go by the year, and even more sometimes. Like a patch, I got 22 Harlanders on my last farm run, some shit like that. Um, oh shit, our farming's still lowered from that wine. Whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. I'll have to remember to rejuvenate that. I have to put a pool of rejuvenation in my house. I don't have 87 Herblore, so that's been something that I can't make antivenoms. So I just haven't put a pool in my house. Kind of is what it is. A little upgrade that I did make though, since I last talked to y'all is I don't know if I told you or not. I don't think I did, but we got the Spirit Tree Fairy Ring now. I was just being lazy. Like I didn't have fairy tale. I did a pretty good pile of quests recently. Um, I think I already talked about all of it anyways, but I hadn't had Fairy Tale Part 2 done, which is kind of newbie. But it is what it is. I don't like quests. I'm a skiller. There as you can see, I got my fucking red pouch, which will always be, because unless I can find people to just like completely let me stand there over and over again, but you have to do stuff to get anything, so it's probably just never gonna happen. Um, yeah, so we're enjoying ourselves. We have plans. I think the next time I'm gonna make a video is gonna be when I'm back on the high seas, salvaging the depths of the merchant salvage ships. Our hands were built strong. So I'm looking forward to that. Like when we run out of, I do NMZ at work right now, so that's the point. That's why I'll be running out of money, is because of just zoning every day. I'll eventually have no GP. So then the that'll be motivation to go finish the skill, because it's like I'll make probably like 3 or 4 mil GP from completing that skill. Although it's like time of the essence is kind of a thing, and I could like make more money doing rune crafting, but we're working towards max, so sailing is part of that. And I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little burnt from when I had from when I just somebody just got 200 mil and I'm talking about being burnt in sailing. But I salvaged from 1 to 91 in like 9 days, and it was just like, okay, yeah, this is a lot. It's like it just got, boohoo. I had to AFK for like I'm crying over the fact that I had to AFK something, but still, things get boring after a while. So I think, like I said, I think what I'm gonna do is when I run out of my money, when I run out of zone money again, I'm going to destroy my account. Now, when I'm done with my zone, when I'm done, I'm gonna Jesus Christ, I'm tired as hell. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. When I run out of zone money, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get 98, almost 99 sailing, so I can leave it for when I want to finish it. And then that money should be enough for it to last me for a while. And then if I need more money, I'll go and runecraft at that point. But running out of zone money gives me my excuse to, when that happens, which it won't happen for a while, but when that does happen, it gives me an excuse to, ooh, let's go do the harmony patch. This is what we unlocked. This is our big thing. We got, this is my room here. People make fun of my house all the time. I don't really care, but we got our cult, we got our nexus. This is what I call the disease-free room, which is where I have all my disease-free patch portals, which is just nice to have them there. It's easier, it's quicker than having them in the Nexus because you got to scroll in and you're like, you can misclick, but you're never gonna misclick a big fucking portal in front of you. So yeah, that's about that. I hope everybody is having a good. I hope everybody had a good New Year's and a good holiday season. I hope everybody's on the grind, and I will catch you on the next time I decide to yap. Yep. Bye bye.